What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm late. I had stuff I had to take care of when I got in here. It was not prepped for my arrival. That was unfortunate. But we're good now. We're good now. I'm telling you, this summer home gym build is going to be a big deal. It's going to make life so much easier. We're still going to work out here a lot, but you know, it's going to make life easier, you know, when we have those more busy nights here. So, hey Daniel, what's up? Sorry, I'm finished getting set up here. So I'm gonna get the plates locked up on the bar here. All right. All right. So that's our first set up. What's up? What's up? All right. We get my chat sorted here on the screen, and then I'm gonna get my chat sorted on the laptop at the same time. Y'all feeling good today? Y'all feeling good today? Saray, what's up? All right. Chilling. We're about to get some benching. We're about to get some benching. Give me like 30 seconds. Give me like 30 seconds here. Bench is my favorite. I love bench. So bench is my favorite. I'm pretty good at it, so that's why it's my favorite. I like the bench in general, but it is definitely one of my top movements. So there we go. All right, we are in it. We are in it. All right, let's grab this real quick, and then we will move on. Or we'll start adding more weight. This is 165 at the moment. Felt pretty good. Felt pretty good. I don't think this is my bench bar, though. I don't think this is my bench bar. I think someone moved our bars. So we'll see. I'll have to get used to this bar a little bit tonight. Yeah, this is definitely not the normal bar. So it's not bad though. I can deal with it. I'm not gonna take the time to switch it right now. Yeah, we're 365 right now is the PR for sure. This one is the same. It's the same weight, same setup for the bar. The only thing is the knurling's a little different. I don't think that it's gonna make a big difference. It just feels, the knurling's deeper on it, so it just feels like it digs in a little bit more. So, all right, let me add some more weight. Let me put some actual weight on the bar. Well, we're still warming up, but yeah, more weight. We're gonna put more weight on the bar. We'll see how it feels through the warm-ups. If it doesn't feel good, if the bar just feels wonky, then we'll swap, but I don't think we'll have a problem. I don't think we'll run into problems with this bar. Made you drop your mush? I don't know anything. What? Do I meal prep? No, I don't typically meal prep. I cook I cook at home every day, or me or my wife, one of the two. So, what's up, Thunder? All right. 225, second warm-up set of the night, and then we will we'll work from there. We'll start slapping some weight on. So, gotta get moving for the night. Gotta get the blood flowing. So, what's up, Mossberg? All right. I don't put, you talking about clips, Peter? I don't put clips on the bar, no. I don't clip the bar. I got both dogs and cats. I like chickens as well. I have chickens as well. This bar doesn't feel bad. I don't know that I like it more than my other bar, but there's no difference, guys. There's really not a difference in the two bars. I just preference my other bar. I don't know. Nice. All right. Whew. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. It's getting a little cold out again for a couple days here. Not like super cold, but just cold enough to need a jacket. So, it's supposed to be cold for like 2 more mornings. Oh. All right. Let's start moving. This weight's not feeling super heavy tonight, so I'm excited. Just calories in, calories out, Peter. It's all about your diet when it comes to getting lean. All about your diet. That's up to you, Peter, how to track it. You could write it down. You could get an app that tracks it. That's up to you. That's something I can't really help over the stream with, Brady. I can't really help with injuries and injury recovery. So, yeah, we're warming up at the moment, guys. We're warming up at the moment. So give me a couple of sets before we put heavy weight on the bar, okay? So, we're just warming up. We're just warming up. I wasn't necessarily talking to you. I saw your comment, but I wasn't necessarily just directed at you. All right. The shoes are fake. The shoes are fake. What's up, Bug? How you doing? What's up, Bryn? Yes, we did our push-ups last night. We ended up doing 190 something push-ups last night. There's a lot of push-ups. We're gonna do one tonight too. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe we'll do sit-ups tonight. I almost forgot. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'll put a pinned message up. 1 second. It'll be Boom. All right, now we've got our goal. We'll do sit-ups tonight. I feel like sit-ups is going to be more difficult. Sit-ups is one of those ones that'll wear you out a little faster, right? So, all right. It took definitely more than 5 minutes, Mark. Definitely more than 5 minutes, but... Yeah, we don't do politics in here, guys. We don't do politics in here. All right, let's grab this. 315, last warm-up rep of the night, guys. Last warm-up rep of the night. Yes, sit-ups and crunches would be ab focus, yes. So. I'm doing good, doing good. Yeah, I don't understand why that guy's so interested in my my financials. In my financials. It's he's very hyper focused on my financials. Maybe he should focus on his own. All right, 325 is next. 325 is next. So. Oh yeah, we're working tonight. No, Mark, I don't have to put in a ton of hours. I don't have to put in a ton of hours, thank goodness. We're still doing singles. We're going to climb and then we drop back down for reps later. So, this is still light. We're still within our warm-up ranges right now, guys. So, God bless. West Side Barbell. I don't know if you've ever seen West Side Barbell. Definitely a different aesthetic. Definitely a different aesthetic. I weigh 177 at the moment. All right, let me grab this. I might be 178 now. I should check. But somewhere in that ballpark. It's 325, Lewis, and it's easy weight. Easy weight. This is lightweight work, guys. This is lightweight work. I'm very comfortable here. I'm very comfortable here. It's 325. There you go. Now you guys can see the. Let's put a 10 on. The smallest plate I have here is the 2.5. I usually, if I'm going to do anything smaller than that, it would have been through a collar, like a collar on the end of the bar. You can get those down to like quarters. So. I train chest 6 days a week, heavy. So yeah, quarter pounds. You can get them the collars down to a quarter pound. They use them in competition sometimes. The collars are actually weighted in some of the competitions. So powerlifting is my sport. Powerlifting is my sport. I'm a professional powerlifter. I compete actively. I did all the push-ups. Yep, 100%. It depends, Lewis. It depends on you. Not everybody recovers at the same rate. It just really depends on you and your personal recovery rate. I eat and sleep really well, so my recovery is pretty good. So, all right, let's grab this. What did I say? Is this 335? Yeah, 335 single. Pretty easy weight. Nothing heavy yet. Felt good. Just make sure you have a spotter for PR work, you know? That's all you gotta do, Dan. Make sure, Daniel, you have a spotter for your PR work. I do legs every night. Every night I do legs. No cardio. What's up, Max? Now, like I said, I'm my own spotter. I do this professionally. Always recommend it if you're doing something that you're uncomfortable with. What's up, rich guy? That you have a spotter. I'm comfortable up to 350, 355 with no spotter, but you got to figure out where you're comfortable at and things along those lines. So, because what I'm comfortable with and what you're comfortable with may not be the same numbers. So. All right, I'm gonna grab some little 2.5s and stack those on real quick. There's one. So 340 for this next one. 340 for this next one. Ugh. Yeah, not a lot of soreness or fatigue with the way I do my volume. So if you're doing a lot of high volume work every day, you're going to be really sore. But if you're doing heavyweight, lower volume, a lot of the time, as long as you condition properly, you shouldn't be super sore day to day. That doesn't mean that 6 days is going to work for everybody, but Ugh. Nice, rich guy. Good to hear. I know you said that you were prepping for that, so. Only time I do inclines with dumbbells. I work out 6 days a week. I have Sundays as a rest day, but I work out 6 days a week, guys. Heavy 6 days a week. Full upper body. I do a full body heavy workout 6 days a week. So, all right, we got 340 on here now, guys. We're gonna grab this for a quick single. And then we'll decide what we're doing from there. So I have my milk. Where's my milk? I don't ever forget my milk, guys. Don't worry. I've got it right here. Whoa. All right. So 340, let's grab it. All right, you guys ready? Yeah, it's whole milk. Whole milk. Am I a chef on the side? No, I'm not a chef. I'm a fitness coach. Yeah, it's just whole milk. It's Fairlife whole milk. Oh, feels good. All right. Let me take my time. I do what I want. All right, let's go. 340. Nice and easy. Oh. 1.5 liters. So yeah, I mean, I think that's about a half gallon, right? Close. Oh, this is easy weight. This is easy weight. No worries, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. 340. That was 340. 340. That was 340. We got a 10 and a 2.5 here. 315, 325, 335, 340. My bench right now, PR is 365 for those that are interested. So. Yeah, we do overhead press. About 2 or 3 times a week we do barbell, overhead, 1 standing, twice seated, and then we do dumbbell about twice a week seated. I gotta go change it. I'm aware I haven't changed it. Bryn. I'll weigh 177. You gotta keep people guessing, Bryn. You gotta keep people guessing. They show up and they expect less, and then you do more and it throws them off. Throws them off. All right. Y'all want to do, let's do 345. You want to do 345? Let's do that. We always putting in work here. 345, let's go. I'm gonna be okay, Xavier. Appreciate it though. My shoulder's doing great. All right, 345 here. We're gonna grab this for a single, and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. I don't eat cereal like that. I don't know if I care to have my own cereal. Is it the big thing supposed to be getting on the Wheaties box? I'm gonna work on getting on the Wheaties box. Maybe I can get them to give me some time. We'll work on getting me on the Wheaties box, right? You know, I met someone that had never heard of Wheaties. They didn't know what they were. It threw me off. I didn't know that was a thing. And I think they did know, they just didn't know initially, like they didn't remember what it was. We figured it out though. They're very, very intelligent. They just didn't know what the Wheaties box was. So I had never seen that before though. I don't know if that's like a newer generation thing. They just don't do Wheaties. All right, let's grab this. 345. What's that? All right, my push-up game is pretty strong. We did push-ups last night, like 190 of them. It was like 10 minutes it took us. I think maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. Probably less than that. Probably like 7 or 8 minutes. So, squat 3 times a week, deadlift 3 times a week, bench heavy 6 days a week. So, all right, 345, guys. Let's grab this. I'll check the chat again here in a second. All right, 345. Let's go. Yep. Felt good. 345, moving pretty clean. This bar is a little different, but it doesn't feel bad. It actually feels pretty good. I like my other bar better, but someone put that bar in the rack and put this bar over here. This is a Rogue bar, I think. This is a Rogue 45. So this bar is really nice. I like this bar, but it's usually our deadlift / squat bar. So but all right. All right, going back to 315, guys. Going back to 315. All right, we're gonna hit some reps at 315. We're gonna play around with some lightweight. So, being a little sore makes sense at that point, right? No, not with 315, Mason. Not with any number, but not with 315 especially. All right. All right, let's get let's do like 2 to 3 reps for the first set of these. We got to get 7 total reps tonight on 315. So should be a fun time. Should all enjoy it, I imagine. Don't forget to throw me a like, guys. It helps out a lot. It helps out a lot. More than y'all know. More than y'all know. All right. So 3 reps here, and then we'll do some interesting ones. We'll do some interesting ones, right? So. Yeah. We don't need a spotter for this. That's still easy work. 315. I'm pretty confident with 315 at this point. So. Pretty confident with 315. Believe it or not, Bryn, yes. Those are not voluntary. I just make noises when I lift. So. I just make noises when I lift. I know it sounds like these should be voluntary noises, and I guess they are to a point because I'm making the noise, right? It's not like I just breathe out and hooey comes out, right? They're automatic. My brain just does it. So I don't it's not conscious. Does that make sense? Once I've tried doing it consciously before, and it just doesn't sound good. Sounds weird to me when I try and do a hooey, you know what I'm saying? But they've got to be natural, not forced. So 5,000 calories a day, 300 grams of protein. I have an omnivorous diet for the most part. A lot of potatoes. I don't eat any green vegetables, but I eat a lot of potatoes, some onion, a ton of beef, chicken, and turkey, eggs, and a lot of dairy. And then rice, stuff like that. I eat carbs for sure. So. What's up, Liam? I just saw your message. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Y'all want it? We'll do a Larson press on the next one. Larson press on the next one. Yeah, I eat fruit. That's one of my carbohydrates. I usually have fruit before my workouts. Usually only before my workouts. Once in a while, I'll have a fruit if I'm low on other carbs, like if I had to go shopping or something. But generally, it's only before my workout. Let's see. What's up, Kenny? How's it going, Tim? We're on the first thing, Tom. We're finishing up bench, but we're on the first thing. We still got a whole night of workout to do. And today's challenge is sit-ups, so we'll see how many sit-ups we end up doing. There we go. We got our first set of sit-ups. Appreciate it, Joshua. Appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Joshua just set us up for our first set of sit-ups there. It's 3 sit-ups for every $1 tonight, by the way, guys. Like we did last night for push-ups. We're just doing it for sit-ups now. So I'm going to rotate it. It seemed like y'all had fun with it, so. Whole milk. All right. But I did kind of learn my lesson because we did 190 last night. Very quickly we added up to that. So, all right, let's get it. Let's go. You have currently bears in your trash, Bryn. We don't use fake weights here. For one pull-up for every that, I could do that next stream probably. That would probably be a Saturday stream actually. I don't know if I'm gonna do that in the middle of the week. I don't want to burn out and then have crap workouts through the rest of the week. But that is definitely an option. 5,000 calories a day. Whole milk has good fats in it. Has a lot. It's a whole fat. So got all the fat. I'm in South Carolina. We have some bears. I've never personally seen a bear here in South Carolina, like in the woods, and I've been in the woods a good few times. Like coyotes and stuff like that's a thing. I don't know that I know we don't have like grizzlies really here or anything like that. A lot of deer, a lot of coyotes, some foxes, and you get like couple of little smaller cats and stuff, but all right, let's go. Another 315. We'll do some bicycle kicks this time, but never bears. I've never encountered a bear, so no, not common to see gorillas. You know what? Actually, believe it or not gorillas, but we did have some monkeys escape a lab here in South Carolina a while back, and those were on the loose for a while. They were medical testing monkeys. They escaped a lab, like 10 to 13 of them, and they were escaped for like months. They were setting traps for them. They were telling people not to contact them if you see them. So that was a thing. But people don't realize this, but South Carolina, we have like an island full of monkeys. Like they breed them there. So. We're like I think we're like one of the bigger exporters for it here in the US. I think they meant like physically, like don't walk up to the monkeys. No, we're gonna be okay, Tom. Milk, cholesterol has been demonized. Obviously, listen to your doctor if you have high cholesterol or something. I'm not giving you health advice. Me personally, I look for the little bit of extra cholesterol. I do really well with it. My tests come back all great. So there's a lot of other factors involved there. I eat very clean. A lot of the time, those really highly processed fats, like your vegetable oils and stuff, are big issues, more so than like milk fat, in my opinion. But obviously, I can't give you health advice over the stream. That's not what I'm trying to do. So that's my personal diet. That's crazy. If it's on my porch, I should be able to remove the bear. I honestly just go out there and give it a good shove, off the porch is what I would do. Depends on, just a little shove off the porch. All right. Fats are good for you too. I mean, obviously you can, anything in excess can be, a problem, right? But fats are important for your health. You shouldn't eliminate all fats from your diet. That is not good. So, all right, that was what, 3 Larson pause and a 315 bicycle kick. We've got 2 more reps to do here. So. Yeah, grizzlies are a different beast, right? The bears we get here where I'm at in the American South, generally black bears, I mean, they're still big, but they're not grizzly sized. We got a lot of squirrels. God, if squirrels, here's the thing. I don't know how many of you have ever been hunting, but to watch squirrels for like 3 or 4 or 5 hours just go in and out of a feed pile, all right? It's just, it wears on you after a while. And they know you're there. They know why you're there. And they're just like, you're not here for us. Have I ever seen Bigfoot? No, I've never personally encountered Bigfoot. Supposedly, we're supposed to have a lot of them here, though. I don't eat squirrel. We don't typically hunt squirrel. I don't really eat squirrel. So if I don't plan on eating it, I don't hunt it. So, all right, let's grab this. All right, we got 2 more reps to get, right? Is that what I said? Yep. All right, let's do another Larson. Felt good. All right. I take creatine. I already take creatine. I don't use elbow wraps. Can't use them in competition, so I don't use them in the gym. So everything I do has to be viable in competition, right? So I don't use elbow wraps. I don't use wrist wraps. Wrist wraps are usable in competition. Let me rephrase. Wrist wraps are fine in competition, but I don't use them personally. So, but elbow wraps are not. So I don't use elbow wraps. No slingshots, no equipment because I don't compete equipped. So. All right, we're gonna do some curls. We got preachers tonight. We usually do preachers on Monday, but we did cables last night because I just felt like doing cables. So we're gonna do preachers tonight. We're gonna get a decent little bicep pump going, and then we got shouldies. We're gonna do dumbbells tonight. So shouldies are always a fun time. So, all right, let's grab this. I don't arm wrestle. Yes, I'm a natural power lifter. All right. Yeah, we drink milk, 1.5 liters during the workout generally. So 10% of the meat gets tested each time. And it's random. So yeah, it's just not my sport. I think arm wrestling is a cool sport. I don't think it's a bad sport. I don't have anything against arm wrestling. I just don't personally do it. I'm okay, Patrick. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. I'm doing exactly the way I want to do it. I promise. But arm wrestling looks like it'd be fun. It's just not my gig, you know? So I like my powerlifting. All right, another set here. We got 165 on here. So obviously it's a little different on a machine than it is like 165 on a bar. So don't take that you know, there's pulleys involved with all cable machines, of course, or anything that has any kind of pulleys involved. So, all right, let's get it. Whee! Hold on 1 second. It's 165. 165. Oh. All right. Let's add some more weight to it. Full brick on this one. Full brick, 210. I don't know what my arm measurement is. I don't really do bodybuilding, so I don't really measure my arms actively. So it depends on what you're trying to accomplish when it comes to your full extension or lack thereof, right? So the issue is that the gain from going to here and here, the difference between here and here, right, is very minimal on as far as strength you're going to build, right? But the risk of injury is way higher here than it is here, right? So you've got to kind of weigh your options there. And the frequency that I train arms, going here isn't making a big difference. Like full extension, all I'm doing is increasing my risk of injury compared to this position. So, or even this position. This is generally where I like to be, right? I'm not hyperextending and putting a ton of tension on the tendons constantly, so. Ugh. Yes, I am. I'm a full-time fitness coach. Full-time fitness coach and a professional powerlifter. Those are my gigs. That's what I do. That's what I get paid to do. So. All right. All right, let's grab this. Another set. I specialize in strength training, so. I appreciate it, Crab. Have a good one, man. All right, we usually get one of these, but we got two the other night. So these heavy singles are getting easier. Let's see if we can get a double tonight. I have a feeling we will. So might even get three. All right. Yep. Woo! Okay, two. We got two. That second one was a struggle bus. Woo-wee! We'll get the third one here soon. But we'll get it. We'll wait a couple. We'll do a third one tonight. We'll just give us a little rest. Could have done 5. Oh. No shoulder problems at all. Yeah. Full range of motion preacher curls are you're playing with your tendons. All right. I like to have my biceps attached at both sides, not just one. Okay, so that's why. So realize, guys, one of the most common injuries when it comes to like tears are biceps. Now it didn't used to be that way. It was more rare to hear about it. Now I hear about it so often. People are getting biceps that are just and popping right up into their. Basically, the bicep goes up towards their shoulder. Looks horrifying. But I've met more people with those issues now than I've seen with like chest or pectoral issues, right? That and shoulders are the two most common that I hear. So as a coach, people come in, yeah, I used to lift and then I hurt my da. That's why working with a coach can be important early on because you want to learn how to do that and not get injured. So What's up? What's up? Now I'll tell you one of the injuries I've seen a lot of on social media, and it's unfortunate because it's one of the most avoidable ones. Is people locking their knees on the leg press. That is horrifying when that goes wrong, when your knees go in reverse. So I appreciate it, Joe. So the overextension with heavy weight, Brian, is typically where that happens, and holding tension at a full extension, especially. That's going to be your big issue. I've seen people with very small dumbbells for their size, right? Go to full extension and hold at the bottom, or a barbell with 20 pounds on it. Go to full extension and try that really long time under tension, and they hold down there and they hyperextend and doop, doop. All of a sudden they've got a, shortened biceps. So it's one of those things. Leg press, yeah, don't lock your knees back on a leg press. That is not a good idea typically. Your knees are not made to go backwards with tension like that on it. Your knees don't have there's not a lot of stability this direction with your knee. Your knee is bent this direction for a reason. Extend your knee out and push at the back, just a little bit of pressure there, and tell me how that feels, right? Even a little bit of pressure, you're going to have a lot of pain. You're going to have a lot of tension here, right? Now imagine that with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 900 pounds, So, no, leg press can be fine if you're doing it properly, but locking your knees on a leg press is no good. Yeah, just don't lock your knees back. You don't want to lock your knees back on a leg. I see people doing it. I even saw a fitness coach recommending it on a video, and he got roasted in the comments. Roasted. He was resting with a locked knee with a leg press. He got roasted in his comments. I was like, yeah, because it's a terrible idea. Why would you ever do that? Rest at the bottom. I hate seeing the injury base. All right, let's get the last one of these so I can start doing shoulders. All right, let's go. Full brick still. We didn't change anything. Let's go. I was talking about leg press, Tom. Leg press. Woo-wee! But push-ups, going to 95% on push-ups, just don't lock your elbows back every time. Your joints aren't meant to lock out like that constantly under tension. We're doing shoulders. Aren't meant to lock out under tension constantly like that. You're always going to end up either with soreness, or over time you're going to hurt that joint. A lot of people with joint issues, that's their issue. So people are like, oh yeah, I used to lift real heavy and now my joints all hurt and I can't lift heavy anymore. And 9 times out of 10, they were doing something like that. So, but I'll tell you right now, yeah, so go watch bodybuilders, powerlifters, things like that. Go watch, you don't have to watch me, right? You don't have to believe me. I do this professionally, but you don't have to believe me, right? Go to one of the bigger channels and find a powerlifter just doing working sets. I'm not talking about his competitions, but working sets. And watch his bench. His elbows, we don't lock out during training all the time. There's no reason to do this full lockout motion on the bench constantly in training. This is great. This is where you want to be. Because if you keep locking your elbows back and we're on that joint, you are. So, yes, I'm natural. I use dairy as my primary source of calories, personally. All right. Dumbbell shoulder press, we're going to start with 55s and just get the shoulders warmed up like we normally do. We're actually, we did hundreds the other day. Oh, good. That's not as big an issue, Crab, no. Because I work out at midnight typically, John. I mean, exercise science is science, but it's, there's a difference between exercise science and overdoing certain things, right? The whole perfect rep
thing has gotten a little out of hand. Everybody wants their every rep to be super strict, and that's not necessary. Go look, a lot of the time, if you watch like Arnold and things like that, go watch how he curled when he was prepping for his competitions. He wasn't sitting against a wall doing strict curls every single set, or even most of his sets. There's videos of him doing very exaggerated cheat curls. They're useful. They are useful. They're very useful. They will build. But people get locked into these, everything has to be super strict. It doesn't have to be super strict. So, oh, my milk's not going anywhere. No one's going to bother it. 55. Yep. 70s are next. 70s are next. Yep. So, guys, when it comes to volume versus not volume, it just depends on your goals. So, doing well, doing well. I don't follow their channels. I don't follow their channels. That's my personal, I don't watch them. It's not because they're giving bad advice necessarily, but it's just not useful for what I'm doing. So, no shoulder discomfort at all, Joshua. All right, let's get it. All right. Yeah, it was easy work, David. What's up, Bryce? Yeah, so the weights are going to be fine. I assure you, Mark. I assure you they'll be fine. I didn't drop them from that high. Drop them from waist height. They're going to be okay. They're just large. They make a lot of noise. Also, I replace things that I break. So, like the speed bag that I broke. I replaced it. All right, we're gonna do 85s or 90s next. I haven't decided yet. Probably means we're gonna do 90s, right? Yeah, we're gonna do 90s. Yeah, I popped the speed bag a while back. David was here for that, and so was Mossberg, I think. Very accidental. I was just doing the speed bag, and all of a sudden, so. Luckily, I was able to find a nice speed bag that matched the gym's like colors. It's a little after 12. Depends on what you're trying to accomplish, Daniel. Conditioning is just kind of putting your body into a position, like conditioning for what you're going to be doing. If you know you're going to be working on like a bodybuilding style thing where you're doing a lot of like sets to failure constantly, it might be better to, condition better for volume. So trying to take longer rest periods in between, more rest days in between working the same muscle group and then reducing that over time, conditioning your body to doing that volume more often as much as possible. safely, of course. Conditioning can mean a lot of things, though. It just depends what you're trying to accomplish. It's just getting your body to a point where you can handle the volume or the weight that you're normally going to be pushing. So, it's late, that's why. It's late. That's why the gym's so empty, because there's no... people don't work out a lot between like 11 and like 2 in the morning. That's not very common. So that's when I'm here. All right, 90 pounds are next, guys. We're gonna grab the 90s, overhead press, 3 reps probably. I don't know how many we're gonna do. An amount of reps over 1, all right? In the back rooms of gyms. Believe it or not, I have the keys to multiple gyms in my city. It's crazy. So... Yep. I will tell you that what I can tell you right now is that some of the best trainers I've ever met, right? Some of the best trainers I've ever met had their normal certification or sometimes weren't even certified yet and have been doing it for years, right? And I've had some good trainers with degrees. They can be good, but a degree in exercise science, kinesiology does not make a good athlete and it does not make a good trainer. That comes with other experience. Now it helps, but it's like any other field. Like when I worked in mechanics, I knew mechanics that went to school for mechanics, went to like tech schools and went and did school 2, 3, 4 years sometimes, came and they were not as experienced or as knowledgeable as some of the guys that had been just doing mechanics, never been to school for it for 10 years, you know? Experience almost always stands over the book knowledge side of things. Book knowledge helps, but it's not everything. All right. Yep. One more. We got 7. What's up? What's up? How's it going, Paul? Whew. No, they're both 90s. I double checked. I don't make that mistake very often, RP. I've done it before, but I double checked. They were both 90s. And I just checked again, so. All right, that was 90s for 7 overhead press. We've got rows next. We're gonna do barbell rows tonight, guys. They felt good. Those felt good. Whew. We've done the hundreds. Obviously we did the 90s tonight, but we've done the hundreds for a double or a triple, I think. So. Whoo-wee. No, I don't eat my own chickens. Go third row. Oh, we did 7. 90-pound dumbbells on each side for 7 overhead press. That's what we did. So it's 2 90-pound dumbbells, 1 in each hand. All right. Rows. We got rows next. So we got a decent angle here, guys. We're always locked in. All right. Yeah, 45 going on. We're gonna warm up with 140, 135, and then have some fun from there. All right, let me grab some more weight. We're gonna need more weight than that. Can you Venmo me? You can donate directly through the stream if you want to donate, EA. And then we're doing a push-up challenge tonight. So if you do it through the stream, you'll contribute to the sit-up challenge tonight. It's 3 sit-ups for every $1. Last night we ended up with push-ups of 190 something. So we'll see what we end up with tonight. If you want to support, that's the best way to do it. All right. I appreciate it. Alrighty. All right, coach at this gym. A couple places, but this gym primarily. So. All right, another set of 7. What's up? It's barbells. Dude. All right, grab more weight, guys. Grab more weight. Give me just a second. It's Barbell's Gym. What do you mean, what's the location? Yeah, I don't use straps. I mean, they're good, but I don't use them. Not my gig. Pre-workout's been kicked in, David. It kicked in while I was on the bench. So, but we've got 315. We're gonna grab this for like a few reps. So, doing well. Yourself? No, it's not a home gym. In South Carolina. Why, David? Are you interested in the membership? Are you interested in the membership? What is going on? What was all that? What did he say? Did I miss it? I must have missed it. Oh. I'm natural, Billy. Natural. Always have been, always will be. All right, let's grab it. Third one, not as good. First 2 were all right. Whew. Let's add a little bit more weight. Let's go 5 more pounds. Hoping caffeine. I sleep very well, actually. I sleep very well, actually. It's all good, Mossberg. We're doing all right now. And that depends on a lot of factors, David. That depends on where you're located, all kinds of stuff. I know trainers that are just full-time trainers that make anywhere from 6 figures to 30,000. It just depends on how good the trainer is. I know trainers that make well over $100,000 a year. So it just depends on the trainer. Depends on how busy they are, how good they are, things where they're at. There's a lot of factors. So I know trainers that don't do well at all. I know trainers that completely fail out of the profession. They just don't ever take off. It just really depends on you. So all right. This is 325, 325. Single, double, something like that. It can be, David, yes. I've been doing it a long time. Well, I guess a long time. I've been doing it for say a long time. I've been doing it that long, I guess, 4 years-ish. I've been doing it. So it just depends on you, David. There's people that do it for 20, 30 years. It just depends on you. You're your own billboard, though. So you got to look in the mirror and decide, talk to yourself and decide, would I buy training from me? If that answer is no, then it may not be for you. You gotta be confident in it. It's definitely something that you're not gonna be doing really well right away. Training is one of those careers and those professions you have to build up over time. Like you're not gonna be immediately completely booked. And gyms don't typically pay you hourly as a trainer. It's by appointment. So if you're gonna do it full time, you might wanna have like a backup plan in the meantime while you build it up. Most trainers start out being part-time trainers and work up to full time. So $335 is next. No, it's easy to start doing, but it's not easy to be successful. I mean, it's not one of those things that you're just gonna, there's plenty of training jobs available, I'll tell you that, but you have to be proactive. You're not gonna make a lot of money training unless you're willing to do there's a lot of effort involved, but it's a high value career if you're able to do it. Mind you, with training, you also have to be able to sell. If you can't sell yourself as a trainer, you're gonna be hurting. So you got to make sure you're good at talking to people. So it's one of those careers that you're everything is done by you pretty much. So all right, let's grab it. Let's add some more weight. Let's add some more weight. Yeah, you have to really like being. if you don't enjoy the gym, training is definitely not going to be your gig. I will say, I'm not one of those people that says you cannot. I'm not one of those people that says you cannot be, out of shape and a trainer. There's some really knowledgeable out of shape trainers, but they're very few and far between, and typically they take a lot longer to get started. I've seen trainers that are aesthetically look like a good trainer and don't have the same training knowledge as one of the guys that are not physically there, right? And the guy that physically looks like he's better at training does way better, like significantly better, typically on average, than the person with more knowledge that doesn't look like he's a trainer, right? So make sure you're physically there as well as mentally, because the people that are physically there but not mentally like knowledgeable enough, they get the clients quickly, but they lose them quickly too. So it's not an easy career to get started. It's rewarding long term, but it's not easy to get started. Most trainers won't make a lot of money in their first year, maybe 2 years. If you're good, you can get pretty much set up within a year to be making a full-time income as a trainer. But you got to have at least a year to get sorted, because it's going to take some practice. So we're on a rest. We're on a rest. That's where it comes into you convincing them, David. Like I said. All right, let's grab this. This is single. Yep. What do we have on here? 325, 335, 340, 345, something like that. Not bad. Not bad. 345 moving. Let's go 355. I get up a little bit later in the day. What was Mossberg warned about? Am I missing something in the chat, Mossberg? Hold on. What did I miss? What did I miss? It looks like he's trolling, or he's trying to troll. I rolled back on G Money's comments. It's one of those moments where he wants to be bigger than he is behind a keyboard, I imagine. It's always a keyboard warrior in the chat. Always a keyboard warrior in the chat. It's all right, though. Everybody's welcome here. If you want to learn to get bigger, this is the place to be. So that is until you annoy one of the mods enough to get banned. So. Notice how slowly he's typing. It's that Cheeto dust he's got to wipe off his fingers in between messages. Y'all remember the Cheeto dust, right? Y'all remember the Cheeto dust, right? Got to get that Cheeto dust off his fingers between messages. So. Dorito dust? It's that Dorito dust. It's that Dorito dust. All right, let's grab this. 355, something like that. Hey, G Money, here. I'm gonna do something for you real quick. Watch this. So, G Money, I'm gonna put you in a little timeout, okay? You got 60 seconds in the corner. I want you to think about what you're doing, and I want you to come back a better person. I want you to be a nicer person when you come back. No reason to be angry in our chat, all right? We lift heavy objects here. We lift heavy objects here. That was 355, I think. We're gonna do more. We'll do 365. So I put G Money on a short 60-second timeout to think about what he's doing in our chat. He's welcome to come back as long as he is better about it when he comes back in the chat. All right. What's my body weight? This is much more than my body weight. I weigh 177. I weigh 177 currently. Calories, it's all diet when it comes to lean. If you want to be lean, your diet has to be right. There's no way around that. 365 is my bench. 365 is my bench. G Money's gone. G Money left the chat. He's not here anymore. He done rolled out. So. All right. So this is 355, about 10 pounds short of our bench, and we're going to go ahead and row it. So I do more weight, less reps, personally. I've been training for about 5 years. All right, let's get it. Still moving pretty good. Those pulls are still going pretty well. But we're going to go ahead and move on. We're going to go do triceps. So. All right. Yes, all the machines have been maxed out in this gym. We're not doing that at the moment, but. Probably the Bears, dealer. Probably the Bears. People don't realize how big bears are. All right, they're quite large. Who's hating now, rich guy? Rich guy. I already got rid of the guy. I got rid of the guy already. Unless he's back, but he shouldn't be back. Or I mean, if he is, I thought he left. So. Yep, that way. All right, let's get warmed up. What's up? What's up? AMP? APM? I didn't see APM hating at all, rich guy. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't think he was hating. I'd be surprised. He usually doesn't do that. I'd be very surprised, rich guy. I think you might be. I feel like I could take a lion, at least one, right? One lion. You get him in a headlock, all right? Once he's out, you got him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on, APM. I'm trying to figure it out myself. I feel like if you can get the jump on it, jump on the lion, right? If you can surprise it and get up on its back, you've got it all day. You gotta be fast though. You gotta be fast. It's a good point. It'll be all right. We might do some extra tricep work. Who knows? We will soon. We will soon. Coyotes tend to run away. They don't tend to want to have conflict with humans. I'm natural, actually. I have a wife. It's a very interesting bit of hate. It came with both bits of hate off the back. You're just like, man, I'm gonna come and troll with both ends of it real quick. We're full on mods at the moment, Rich Guy, but I'll let you know. Oh, G Money is back from his timeout. G Money is back from his timeout. All right, another set here. We're full at the moment. We're full at the moment. I don't really watch football like that, Beast Mode. Not my sport. It isn't. Oh, technically morning. It's 12:30 here. 12:30, a little after 12:30. So we got another set here for 7. So. You said a 360, David? We can do that. Watch this. Here, let's give him a longer one, actually. Let's do a full 10. Let's do a full 10. We could do a 5, but let's do a full 10. Oh. 100% Mossberg. 100%. 100%. He's rolling over for that for the extra soups right now. It's he's rolling over for the extra contraband soups right now. All right. All right, let's go get rear delts done, and then we'll hit some calisthenics. South Carolina. If you know, you know type stuff, I guess. Nice. All right, we're gonna start with 55s. Might do 75s, might bump our second set a little bit tonight. And then hundreds. 300 grams of protein a day. 300 grams of protein a day. a lot of emojis. All right. Let's go. Whoo-wee! Ooh, felt good. I think we're actually gonna be putting on a new member emoji soon. So that's gonna be a fun time. I don't know what it's gonna be. We definitely have a new member emoji coming. So definitely new member emoji coming soon. 9 and 3 meals. I eat a lot more than 3 meals. So well, I'm glad you didn't get injured. All right, 75s are next. 75s are next. All right, some more rear delt work here. Whew. Yeah, landing on your feet is top tier, by the way. That's usually preference, right? Usually preference to land on your feet. Generally, landing any other way is bad. All right. All right, another set of 7 opposite side. And then we'll grab the hundreds and we'll do a set of 7 there. So, hey, Gorilla Gamer, welcome back. We're doing good here. How you doing? A lot. Show love a lot. Depends if we're doing strict or dumbbells or whatever else. It just depends on the lift, honestly. Just depends on the lift. No, Xanthus. I don't know. I haven't really tested it. I don't usually target forearms by themselves, believe it or not. Ooh. No, 135 is solid. Are you talking about barbell strict or? 135 strict barbell curl is good. So I am natural contractor, if that's what you're saying. No burpees. We don't do burpees here. And we don't do sets of 10 either. Barbell strict 135 is solid work. Doesn't matter your body weight, barbell 135 is a goal for most people. So it's good. All right. Hundreds are next. So, because I like 15. It's what I see the most, what I feel most comfortable doing. So, it's all preference, guys. It's all preference. Some people will only take the 5 and they get good results from the 5, so they do 5. I get results that I like from 10 and 15, or from 15, so I do 15. So, I appreciate it, contractor. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. So if you're already doing 225, it's mostly about gradually increasing that. And if you're looking to do like volume of 225, just do volume to whatever's comfortable for, whatever amount of sets you're trying to do and reps. So if you're doing sets of 10, find out what you're comfortable for 10 and then decrease it, the volume, get a spotter and have them spot you for heavier weights progressively until you're over 225 as a PR. And then go back to 225 later on and start to use that for volume work. Get over 225 to rep 225. Does that make sense? It's generally how I would do it. So, That's a possibility. No, we don't do anything to failure here. We train to be winners here. Train to be winners here. We don't train to fail. All right. All right, let's go. Right now, my PR is 365 on the bench. We haven't done a PR attempt this week yet. We will, though. You rolling out, Rich guy? See you later. All right. I got the 100 again. Yeah, let's go other side. Woo-wee. So good. Woo-wee. It's not the only way to get muscle growth, James. I mean, sure, it works to some extent, but there's other ways to get that muscle growth you're looking for. Depends on what you're trying to accomplish, James. That's very base level advice, though. I mean, it works. So, yeah, I'll throw them around if I want, James. Welcome to the stream. All right. We don't do cardio here, Captain. We don't do cardio here. It was very controlled, James. Very controlled. All right. I'm aware of what I'm doing, James. You're welcome to hang out, but I'm very aware of what I'm doing. I promise. Yeah, we drink 1.5 liters of milk during our workout every night. So. James has resorted to trying to troll since he's not giving any decent advice. He's just kind of fell back on trolling. It's usually how it goes. I do have merch now, Gorilla. It should be somewhere down there, like a little shopping bag or something on the stream that'll link you over to it. So I've got a whole bunch of merch now. Whole bunch of merch. I've got coffee mugs and t-shirts, and I think I got hats too. I got hats, sweaters, all kinds, tank tops. So. All right, let's get it. Sets of 7, just some dips. Some dips, why not? Just playing around with it. We're just getting warmed up. Little explosive dips. Corbeck! I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Corbeck. What's up? How's it been, Corbeck? How's it been? Oh. I'm pretty good at calisthenics. Did G-Money really sit around for that long, Mossberg? Is he still here? He sat around for 10 minutes. Good Lord. For 10 minutes, G-Money sat around. That's nutty work. I can't believe it. That's nutty work. Yeah, he had 10 minutes to think about what he was going to say when he came back and didn't come up with anything good, it looked like. So that long, nothing good came of it. He could have at least like chat GPT'd like some insults or something. With AI now, you should be able to come up with very creative insults. Just how to insult Powerlifter Chris. Enter. Enter. We're going to give you a list of ways to do it. Yeah, no problem, Ash. What's up, Chad? All right, one more set of dips, and then we're going to do... We got sit-ups today, but we didn't do a lot of supers tonight. We did get one from Joshua B, so we'll do some sit-ups. It was 3 sit-ups per $1 donated. Last night we had 190 push-ups. This night didn't get quite as busy, but we'll do some extras just to make it worth it. So I'm not just going to do 3 of anything, right? Unless it's like a bench, but not sit-ups, right? So. Look, I'm telling you, they need to start utilizing tools, all right? Because their insults are just kind of getting dated at this point. It's like they all have the same book of insults and they just flip the pages together every day. So no one's creative. At least be creative. I want to get a good laugh out of it at least. I'll tell you. You want to talk about creative, right? I'll tell you, you want to talk about creative, right? When I was working at the prison, when I was a prison guard, those guys had nothing but time to come up with ways to insult us, all right? And some of the things they would say legitimately made me stop and be like, you know what? That was solid. Like, that was new. I've never heard that one before. Obviously, it happened often, so you kind of learn to just ignore it. But some of them were legitimately creative. Like, they had very solid punchlines. And I'm like, man, I was like, that's good. Like, I've never heard that ever. So it was usually the guys in lockup, though, because they had the most time on their hands. So all right. What are we going to do now? What's up, Hosa? Let's see. What are we going to do now? All right. So we've got to do sit-ups at some point. Let me grab my marker. Let's go grab my marker so I can write Joshua's name on the bottle. Don't worry, Joshua. We're going to throw in something creative with the sit-ups to make them worth it. So I do remember you, Hosa. Yes, I do. Where's my marker? I don't feel like going in the office right now. I'm going to have to go in the office. That's a lot of effort, guys. But I'm going to do it. All right. We've got sit-ups to do, guys. 365 is my max bench. 365 is my max bench. Or PR at the moment. We won't call it a max. We're never tapped out. Oh, we got to get Josh on the bottle. Joshua's going on the bottle. He was our super chat of the night. And then we've got sit-ups to do. So if anybody wants to add to our sit-up total, it's the super chat goal for the night. So, all right, Gorilla, have a good one. Appreciate you being here. Let's get Joshua on our bottle, and then we'll move on to some creative stuff. What's up, Max? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're doing our super chat bottle at the moment, Max. Give me just a second. We did. We hit 365 on the bench, and we just hit 490 on the deadlift last night. So we're doing good on the PR front. All right, Joshua. All right, we got Joshua in the bottle. Bing, bang, boom. I am natural. I am natural. All right. Let me drink some milk, and then we'll knock out these sit-ups. So just the one super chat for the night. We only got 3 sit-ups to hit for our super chat, but we'll make them creative. 365 is my PR on the bench. We'll get creative with them. Since Joshua was nice enough to send us support. I know everybody likes my powerlifter sit-ups, so we're going to do some powerlifter sit-ups. Welcome, grind. All right, powerlifter sit-ups is what we're going to do. So we're going to knock this bar down to 135, and then we'll do our powerlifter sit-ups. Some of you may, it's been a while since we've done these, so some of you may have not seen the powerlifter sit-ups. These might be new for some of you. These might be new for some of you. I don't know how many of you have actually seen these. So they're fun to do though. Okay, they're fun to watch. They suck to do, but they're fun to watch. They're fun to watch. So yeah, we can curl 80s pretty solid. That's not too bad. I am gonna hit the restroom real quick before we start these though. So David, I know. David, you know exactly what we're about to do. I'm gonna be right back. 2 minute break. I'll be right back. What's up? All right, we're back. I said I'd be right back. I don't smoke. I take creatine pre-workout. That's it. What are we talking about now? I said I'd be right back. I had to hit the restroom. You guys always assume the worst. You guys always assume the worst. I wash my hands thoroughly, all right? I don't just hit the restroom and walk out of there. I've got to wash my hands, all right? All right. We got powerlifter sit-ups to do, guys. We got 3 to do. So just 3 tonight, right? So I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with powerlifter sit-ups at all, but they're a lot of fun. So I'm gonna get my chat pulled up on the laptop while we do these because I'm gonna be working. So uh, 365 is my PR on the bench. We're not benching right now. We already benched tonight. So, all right, sit-ups. Let's go. Ooh. Felt good. Felt good. Few sit-ups to round out the workout, right? Sit-ups are a fun time. Sit-ups are a fun time. Whew. Might do a few more. We might do a few more. They didn't feel too bad. I like sit-ups. That is a power lifter sit-up for those that aren't familiar. We're going to do another set of 3 and then we'll do a double. These are David's favorite. So David does this with 315 typically. So we're right there. We're about to hit the 50th leg. We're just about to hit it. All right, let's grab it again. All right. Ooh, had a cough. Whew. Only if you do more than 7, David. Only if you do more than 7. All right, we got one more to get here. How are we going to make this one more interesting, though? I don't know. We might do like a shoulder press on the end of it. It's not really a fun way to make this fun. You know what I'm saying? All right. One more sit-up. That's good, Mossberg. That's good. All right. Whew. Well, that was a fun time tonight, guys. I think that's about all we're going to do tonight, honestly. That's about all we're going to do tonight. Cookie Monster running to you. That's all we're doing tonight, guys. It is time for me to rest up. We are going to hopefully PR tomorrow. We're going to hopefully PR tomorrow on the bench, go for 370. There's been no one here tonight at all. So I think spring break's got this place cleared out. Everybody's on vacation right now. So, yeah, that's the night, guys. That's the night. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go get some sleep, go relax a bit. And then tomorrow 370 on the bench is the plan, right? We'll probably do this sit-up challenge again tomorrow, guys. I feel like I got off easy tonight, so we'll do the sit-up challenge again tomorrow. Maybe we'll do pull-ups. We might do pull-ups tomorrow. Pull-ups are not going to be 3 for 1 though. There's no way. I won't make it home. So I like my arms to be attached to my torso. So we'll talk about the pull-up challenge. I know a couple people asked about a pull-up version, and I'll have to figure out how to do that one. So because I know I can do like 100 pull-ups, not in a row, but like, you know, in a few sets. I'm good for like 30 to 35 in a set if I'm fresh, but we're not gonna be fresh is the problem. So I might have to break them into sets of 10. We'll find out. But obviously sets of 10, if we get to 190 like we did last night, could take all night. So I'll work on that one in my head. I don't think we're gonna have that problem. So, but I appreciate you guys for being here. We have, I'm going to put an announcement out in the Discord and on the channel. I almost forgot. I have gotten set up for our next competition. So I'm going to put the information, or I'm getting set up right now for our next competition. So we are going to be competing not super soon, but very soon. Does that make sense? So we have a date. We're going to be working on that, but I want to go and confirm the date, make sure everything's sorted, and then I will announce it. So we've got another powerlifting meet coming up. So another powerlifting meet coming up. A lot of fun. But I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to try and get in here earlier so I can get a spot, but we'll see how that goes. See you, Saray. See you, Mossberg, David, all y'all, Rich Guy, RP, the whole crew. Joshua.